Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Project Maestro, a series in which I attempt to create a portable video game console using a Raspberry Pi computer. Now, in the last episode, I managed to attach the power board to the back of the Raspberry Pi, creating a portable system, fully portable without any wires, which was pretty cool. Now, all what's left to do in order to finish the first working prototype is to make the frame and then attach all the buttons to it. So that is what this episode is going to be. See, right here I have all the D-pad and buttons that I'm going to use, and these are the little switches that are going to go underneath them with these little pins. And I also have started making the frame. If you remember from a little bit last episode, I talked about how I made a reference model of the whole system on this Autodesk Inventor software. Well, turns out all my dimensions for that were wrong, so I had to completely restart it and redo it. But I seem to have fixed it all, and I've made this basic frame out of all of those dimensions. And my goal right now is to put holes on each of the sides of here to to place the buttons, so I can put the buttons in there once I print it out, and I can solder them to the Raspberry Pi. So right now I am going to measure out these buttons so I can get accurate dimensions, and then hopefully accurately put them on this 3D model. Alright, I'll let you know how that goes. Alright, hello again. So I have created all the little pinholes, as you can see, that I will need for all the buttons. If you look, I think I showed you earlier, these little pins. It's 4 pins per button, and they're gonna go like kind of like on the thing like that. And those are gonna be like the A, B, X, Y, and then that's gonna be like the start and select down there, and then the D-pad. And then I'm going to make the bumper buttons on the top. And this took far longer than I thought it would, so I am very tired, but yep, that is my progress so far. And yeah, phone is freaking out. And like I said, next step is to make the bumper button holes so I can, do the bumpers, and then hopefully try to print this out. I don't know if my printer will be big enough. I might have to cut this into 2 separate pieces and then print it that way. But yeah, so that's what the progress is. And I will see you with the next update. Yep. Hello, welcome back. It is the next day. As you notice, I am not in my room. I'm actually at school right now, and I am using this brand new, very expensive printer to print out first prototype of my frame. Now, once this finishes printing, in about an hour and 45, I will attempt to assemble my first ever working prototype of the machine. Alright, I'll let you know what happens soon. Hello again. It is the next day, and the print is finished. But bad news, it does not fit. I made the dimensions very wrong. I don't know how I did. I double and triple checked everything, but they're off by over ½ inch, which is very fun. So what I've had to do is I had to make another test, which this one does indeed fit. And I also had to, if you can see the holes, they didn't really print out. So I had to make bigger holes, and I managed to get another test, and the buttons fit. So now I'm printing out the final version, and hopefully that will come out soon. So yeah, that's what's happening right now. Alright, so I'm back home now, and the second print has finished, and it is a lot better, a lot improved. As you can see, the holes actually go through the whole thing, and the screen mount is the correct size. And I think now all I have to do is try and fit all these buttons into these little holes, and then also have to find some screws that will fit in this, because I don't have any that are that small. So once I do all those, then all what will be left is soldering all the buttons to the Raspberry Pi, and then hopefully I'll have a working portable console. Yeah. Alright, let's see what happens. Okay, so I have managed to attach all of the buttons, which was a lot more of a challenge than I initially thought it would be, due to the fact that I somehow messed up the dimensions yet again. If you remember, this test piece that I used is very accurate, and the pinholes are where they're supposed to be, and they are, if like the distance between the two at the bottom here is 4 millimeters exactly. But somehow I didn't even realize this, but on the print they are 5.2 millimeters apart instead of 4. So all the holes are just over a millimeter too far apart, which does not sound like a big deal, but it was. I had to bend all of the pins like sideways, which is not the way that they want to bend, so it took a lot longer than it should have, and they might have all broken. I'm not sure, but yeah. So that's where I'm at right now. I can put it on, and you can see all the buttons and see where they all are going to be. And now, all I have left to do is take this wire, and strip it and solder it to the back of all the buttons and see if it works. But I am going to do that in the next episode. Yeah, sorry, leaving you with a bit of a cliffhanger here. So, hope you enjoyed this episode of me attempting to make this frame. And stay tuned for the next one, where hopefully we will have a fully working prototype. And you probably won't have to wait too long for it, because I have to get this done very soon. So, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.